Hello there everybody, this is CwapTheNintendin here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. Or Final Fantasy II in North America, but whatever. Anyway, last time, we got acquainted with our main hero, Cecil, and his friend Kane, who have been sent off to the Village of Mist to deliver a bomb ring by the King of Baron. Gee, I wonder why. So, anyway, now that we're in the overworld, let's get into some battles here. And these are all random battles. And of course, the battle theme is awesome. So anyway, in this translation, Cecil has an attack called Dark Wave, which is basically an attack that gets every enemy on the screen, which these enemies are goblins, the green guys, and sword rats, the porcupine thingies. Using Dark Wave costs Cecil some HP, unfortunately, so use it wisely whenever you can. And, ooh, okay, so some enemies will drop items after battle, so it's pretty much a good thing that I got that potion, too, so that's pretty good. And let's get into another battle just so I can show off Kane's abilities, actually. Okay, so Kane as a Dragon Knight or Dragoon Knight, I'm just gonna call it Dragoon for consistency. He has the ability to jump, which means he'll jump in the air, float around for a few seconds, and then drop on the enemy for a huge sum of damage. Well, at least in this point in the game. He is pretty powerful at this point in the game, though, so don't have to worry about that. And of course, as with any, like, Final Fantasy game, this game makes use of the turn-based system known as ATB, or Active Time Battle System. Which basically means, it's not like turn-based, as traditional RPGs are, like Pokemon or something. In this game, you get a turn in each individual Final Fantasy that uses the Active Time Battle System, or the ATB system. You get a turn every few seconds. So, the enemy could be attacking, and you can select a move at your leisure. So, yeah. Anyway, let me actually change up things in configuration, actually. I want to change my battle speed, and you can change the battle mode to wait, which basically means if you're selecting like any sort of special skill, your opponent will wait. Or active, which means opponents will move no matter what. And of course, I'm going to do the one thing that nobody would ever dare to do, which is change their thing color, which is to change their text box color, because you can change the colors in this game. It's actually pretty neat, actually. But, I'm gonna go with the classic RPG thing and be all boring and just go with black things, because why not? But, anyway, about the menu itself, there's a certain thing here where in Final Fantasies where you have to switch around party members in the, thing right here, you can either change them from the front row or to the back row. People in the front row will give more damage, but also take more damage. However, people in the back row will take less damage and give less damage. So, if you're going to change it like this, then, okay, here's the thing. Here's basically the thing, though. If you're going to do it this way, then the person in the third, first, and fifth slots will be in the front, while the second and fourth will be in the back, and vice versa if you do it this way. I'm basically going to keep Kane and Cecil in the front row for now. That's because it's my thing, but anyway, Chocobos! These are the chickens of the Final Fantasy universe. And they make delicious chicken. Well, except Chocobos are awesome because they have an awesome theme. Because Nobuo Uematsu is king. But anyway, here we have Chocobos! Chocobos are adorable little chicken creatures that let you walk, that let you ride on them. They'll change you into a Chocobo. And best of all, you can walk on little surfaces of water like this. And even more best than that, you won't have to worry about random encounters at all, so that's really awesome. Whenever you're done riding a Chocobo, press B to dismount. Or A, in my case, but heh. Also, if you press the R button, you can change your character in the overworld, so I guess that's cool. What do you mean, I guess that's cool? That's amazing, actually. Alright, so now I've gone over things. Let's go into the Cave of Mist as we continue on through to the Land of Mists. I mean, the Village of Mists. Yeah, the Village of Mists. I meant mist. Turn back. Who's there? I don't know, it was a voice. It was probably Lord Voldemort getting inside my mind. Yeah, Throat, we're really doing this right now, okay. Like, as I started the LP, okay. That's fair. And we got an eye drop right there. So now let's actually get somebody... This is actually a pretty short dungeon, actually. I wouldn't really call it a dungeon. It's more of a passageway to a thing. And, of course, we get a random encounter. I didn't want to say anything, but... what are you gonna do? So anyway, let me use Dark Wave on these guys. I don't care. Yeah, beware of that attack of the sword rats, because Needle actually pretty much hurts at this point in the game. They do like 40 damage. Like, seriously. Alright, so... I should also mention, experience is not divided by party members. No matter how many party members you have, you'll all gain the same amount of experience. So we just got 94 experience right there. And oh, look at that, new enemies. We got Flying Eyes and Insectuses. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce things, but okay. I guess they're cool. I believe the Flying Eyes are the moths. And the Insectuses are the, yeah, they are. They are the bugs. I'm not really bothering to use Dark Wave at this point because it could probably kill Cecil. So, yeah. Anyway, Cecil grew a level, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I should also mention, whenever you gain a level, it really, from my standpoint actually, it really only helps out, like, and, oh god, 6 goblins. Well, at least I can kill them all in one hit, so I guess that's fair. Here's the thing about leveling up, though. It is nice to level up in these kinds of games, in these Final Fantasy games. But what really matters is the equipment itself, really. Because from my standpoint, even though leveling up does help your stats in HP and MP, based upon your party members or whatever, ultimately, it's what equipment you choose that matters upon your characters, like customizing your equipment and weapons and such. That's what I found out from my first playthrough of the game, when I, like, got to the last guy or whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, if I can get away from these people. Actually, I can't get away. Oh no, oh no. Okay, we're surprised, actually. Okay, so surprise basically means the enemies get the attack first. Unless those Insectuses don't want to do anything, which they don't. Yeah, sometimes that happens in battle. You can either get surprised, or you can land the first strike in battle. Which basically means you have all of your party members will get to attack first. And wow, I should really heal up Cecil right now after this battle. Yeah, right now, but after this battle. Just remember that. Alright, and there we go. There we go, my friends. Okay, so now let's actually heal up this dude. Alright, potion. Get this guy. Get that guy. And... you know what? I don't really need to worry about Kane right now. I'm good. I'm good with Kane right now. And look at that, we got a free potion. Yay. Leave now. Is that a phantom beast? You're from Baron, aren't you? Who's there? If you turn back, no harm will come to you. Show yourself! You still insist on proceeding? Yeah. This is the way to the rest of the game. We must deliver this bomb ring to the Village of Mist. Then I have no choice. The fog is gathering. Yeah, this is your typical RPG fare. And we have the amazing boss theme to back us up. It's amazing. Alright, so this is the first boss. This is Mist Dragon. Miss Dragon isn't really isn't anything too special. Except for this one move he does, which should be probably in, like, his next turn or something. Well, if he does it anyway. Okay, yeah, so right there. The dragon turned to mist. So, when that happens, do not attack him at all, because look what happens. Yeah, he'll counterattack with the attack called Cold Mist. So, unfortunately, the mist will nullify all the attacks. So, as it reforms, you'll want to attack. When the match hits edge, now's your chance, attack. That's when you want to unleash hell. So, I find really interesting that these bosses, like, allow you to wait for their attacks. Or to regain form or something. That's actually a pretty cool concept in an RPG, just waiting for their attacks for their vulnerable forms to disappear. That's actually a pretty good thing. Really. Okay, so let's continue on wailing on this guy. If he does turn into mist, then I'm probably screwed, and I'm not. Alright, sure. And he's still attacking. He's probably gonna turn into mist, after this next turn, though, so that could be a good opportunity for me to heal up Cain, I guess. And there it goes. There's some mist, okay. You can defend by choosing right on the commands, though, so that's basically a way of, switching party members, because later Final Fantasies will allow you to switch party members without having the need to defend. Like, it's as easy as pressing the X button in Final Fantasy VI. In fact, a lot of things were easier in 6. Why didn't I LP that? That's because it's probably like Chugga-Conroy Xenoblade LP. Probably gonna have to research that as freaking possible as I can. So yeah, we defeated the Mist Dragon. Awesome. We got 200 gil and 350 experience, and Cain finally got a level. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So with all that being said, we get into another random battle. And, oh, these are new enemies. Sansahagans and Handleggers. Handleggers. Why didn't they just call them centipedes? Because that would be boring, Mom. That'd be boring. We have to name them something cool and complicated, otherwise the kids won't get it. Then again, I did just miss a very important difference in the thing. Why didn't I do that? What are you gonna do? I missed a very important thing that made this the Japanese version. I don't care, man. All I did was miss a lady dancing for the Dark Knight, so of course I wouldn't care. And it sings a Kankan, apparently. That would have probably been copyrighted, but anyway, here we are in the Village of Mist. And I see a girl up there. I see you. The ring is glowing? Oh, snap. Good God, everything's burning. Well, you would know that in the 3D remakes and the PSP version, but whatever. What is this? This is why we were sent here. To burn the village? Why? King Baron! No! You bad boy! Mom, no! Oh no. Who's that? Oh no. Mom's dragon died, so Mom did too. Dear God. Come to think of it, I've heard of this. People with the power to call monsters. They're called summoners. No! It can't be that us defeating that dragon caused this girl's mother to die. You guys killed Mom's dragon? We didn't know. The king sent us here to wipe out the summoners. Dear God. Unfortunately, our orders. We have no alternative but to kill this girl as well. Cain! If we disobey the king, we'll be executed for treason. But she's just a child. Are you saying we should defy the king? If he expects us to murder like this, I have no intention of following him. I renounce all loyalty to the king, to the Red Wings, and to Baron. Snoopy will get him for sure. I thought you would say that. I won't let you oppose the king alone, of course. King? No matter how much I owe the king, as a Dragon Knight or Dragoon Knight, I could never perform such a lowly deed. Then you didn't really intend to. Baron is the strongest military power in the world. Just the two of us opposing it would mean nothing against their might. We must let the other countries know of Baron's lust for power and enlist their aid. And we must save Rosa. Thanks, Kane. I'm not doing this particularly for you, though, you know. My voice cracked, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's too dangerous for us to stay here. We've got to get out of this village. What should we do with the girl? Only one choice. She goes with us. Come on, it's dangerous here. Come with us. No! We've got no choice. We'll have to force her to come with us. Don't come any closer! Wait! I can't stand it! I hate you! I hate you all! Oh no, we have to fight. I can't hit her. I can't hit her. I just can't. Oh god, she's got a Titan. We gotta attack on Titan up in here. We gotta attack on Titan. No! Well, we're screwed. By those 8-bit sound effects in a 16-bit game. Hello. And of course, put two and two together, you use an earthquake between mountain ranges. That's obviously not a good idea at all. It's not. Phew. The girl's alright. Kane! Kane! Where are you? Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Kane? Kane! I can't stay here forever. I gotta get out of here. Kane, please be alive. And of course, we got one of those parts where you don't hear the music for a bit. And look at that, you can still see the Village of Mist right there. You can't actually go back to it, but it's not until a later point in the game. And, Sans Hoggins, you know I better just run. Yeah, in order to run this game, you hold down the L and R buttons. Which I'm not using that, which is why I need a USB controller. But I can't do that yet, because it's not Amazon Day yet. But, anyway, this area is where we want to go next. In order to take that girl to safety. The Oasis Village of Kaipo. If she doesn't get some rest. Let's see, do we clip through the guy? Do we clip through him? Yay! We clipped through him! Amazing! Welcome! Oh no, she looks ill! Quickly, quickly, go into the room! Don't worry about money, please! Thanks. Okay, apparently we take an injured girl to safety and we get to have a free stay at the inn. Cool. You've come too. You haven't told me your name yet. I can't ask you to forgive me for killing your mother. But please let me protect you. And she speaks in the old ancient language of RPG dots, which means she obviously taken in what he said. And yeah, they sleep in their clothes. And apparently security is also very bad too, because according to that theme, it's Baron. We found you, Cecil! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Wait! The King of Baron is... King's orders. If you turn over the survivor from Mist, he'll forgive your treachery. It has been deemed dangerous for the people of Mist to even exist. What? Has the king stooped so low as to kill children? Shut up with the lecture and give me the girl. I refuse! Alright, boss time! Okay, so here's the thing about this boss fight against the general and the soldiers. You want to take out two of the soldiers, actually, and keep the one general and one soldier alive. once you kill 2 of the soldiers, go for the general. Why? Because he's worth plenty of experience if you kill him. You can kill the other soldier if you want. However, you'll miss out on the huge experience gain you get from taking out the general. In terms of the boss fight itself, from the general, actually, all he really does is just give the command to charge. Get them! The soldiers don't really do anything unless the general commands them to. Which is understandable, yeah, you have to follow your general's orders, because otherwise you will die if you do. Or not. I don't really care, honestly. I'm not military enough for anything. And wow, that's 36 damage right out the bat. Okay, let's keep that going with the missing. Okay. Yeah. You can go ahead and keep on missing. I don't care. It's not like this boss fight would take an eternity if it's just missing. But whatever. It also wouldn't really hurt to grind up on a few levels before entering Kaipo. Because once you enter Kaipo, there isn't really anything going back for a few minutes until, well, after this boss fight, just saying. Okay, good, the general's out. So now all that's left is the soldier, and he easily goes down with 1 hit. So not only do we have a huge gain gil, or a gil gain, blah, we also get 8, 6, 9, blah, 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 get low experience. And with that, Cecil gained another level. Very nice indeed. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. I should be the one apologizing. What I did should not be forgotten. But you protected me. I'm Rydia. Thanks, Rydia. And guys, behold, already, not even 2 episodes in, but now we get to meet my favorite character in Final Fantasy IV, Rydia. Reasons? You'll see why later. Just saying. But, anyway. Now that we actually have that done, it's now time for us to go off on our adventure with Rydia. Actually, before we do so, we want to get a few items first. Because, the game doesn't really necessarily tell you what items, or what quantity items you have in the bag right now. Not like any other RPGs would do. So, I might as well get a few, couple of Phoenix Downs. And I suppose I could use a tent. One thing that's really weird about the inventory in this game is that, inventories duplicate. However, if you go down here, you can just sort the items like this. That way your items will be easily sorted. It's kind of weird, but they later fixed that issue in later Final Fantasy, so that's good. Anyway, here's here's the equipment screen, and here's what Rydia is currently holding. She's got a rod on the right hand. Yeah, one thing that's really cool about this game, actually, is that some characters use both hands to attack. Other characters either have left or right-handed. So that's actually pretty cool that they did that. There really isn't anything up here except just, you know, generic NPCs. So, yeah. Anyway, I suppose, like, one more thing I can do, well, before we progress on the story, actually, is, actually 2 things, actually. One is to go in here, because I do think we can get a thing for Rydia. Yeah, we can get a staff for Rydia, okay. So, this should increase her attack, I believe. Not like she's got any sort of physical attack to begin with. All she's really good in is magic attacks, which I will show off in battle right about now, actually. Besides, that staff is pretty important, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to switch up Rydia to the back row because Rydia starts off at level 1. So, it's pretty important that you'll want to keep Rydia in the back row for now until she gets up on higher levels. So here we got these guys again. And Rydia here can use white magic, which is support magic, and black magic, which she hasn't learned yet. All the magic she can really do right now is summon magic. She's a summoner, after all. So here's what she can do right now. Chocobo kick. Bam! That much damage, man. And also, another thing about Rydia, if I can get to her turn. Actually, I'm going to defend and I'm going to use it. Okay. So, in items, you can use oh, great, I'm silenced. Okay. That basically means you can't use any sort of magic at all when you're wearing those sunglasses of coolness. If you use the staff on somebody, it will heal your party members, and I believe it can, disable or use ice magic on people. And wow, Rydia gained 2 levels and learned ice and cure. Wow, neat. So ice is the black magic spell, which you can use to deal ice damage on enemies, and cure is the white magic spell. And yeah, Rydia is silenced. Okay. Or darkness. Yeah, darkness. Okay. Well, we call it silence nowadays, which basically means you can't use magic. So yeah. And another thing that Rydia can do, that white mages can do in outside of battle, is use cure outside of battle, which at the cost of some NP, which is the currency used for spells, you can choose to heal up your guys. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show off Rydia in battle, that she can do summons and whatnot. So it wouldn't hurt for me to do some grinding off-screen, and yes, Rydia will learn some black and white magic off-screen, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Anyway, 27 minutes now, I should probably stop. Next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, we're gonna find out what happens next now that Rydia has joined our little band of whatever. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.